Hello everyone, I am T-Drinker and welcome back to Danganronpa. Now, we had some weird sort of graphical thing going on, which brought me to the idea that we're actually in a simulation, and I just clicked on this and something weird happened. Yeah! Now, I'm going to see if that happens with everyone. Yeah, it's like some sort of like system ghost thing going on, which would suggest we're in a simulation here. No, I'm not interested in his will. I'm interested in doing is talking to the dead people. Yeah, even in death, you still say shit. Anywho. Probably head over to the restaurant, like it's telling me to, and find out why the hell I'm starting to think we're in a simulation. Besides the fact, of course, we woke up and the dead Chiaki was still there. And now there's a laptop.
Yo!
Hey, you're late. It's true, Nagato really left another message. The other before Miss Sanya Fenka, she was the one who found it. I was going for a walk with Gundam's hamster and I found it when I stopped by the factory.
Listen well!
Dude, you are dead! A coincidence, you say. Wrong, that is the will of causality guiding you.
Huh?
I Miss Sanya be going for a walk with Gundam, I never allowed that.
Damn right!
So anyway, let's hurry up and play it. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, dead people are propping up here, left, right and centre.
I wonder who's watching this message.
Is it the traitor from the Future Foundation? If so, congratulations. Looked like it ended the way I hoped it would. Ended the way he hoped it would.
Damn it.
Nagato was trying to kill everyone except the traitor. Damn it, it was just as Monokuma said.
Hey!
So he really set up the traitor as the killer, and he even tried to make them survive the trial? But why would he do that? Dude, stay dead! I don't want to do it. I don't want to do this. I have to try and remember all my voices. Enough with your useless talk. It appears there's still more. Everyone but the traitor is watching this video.
How unfortunate.
Then unfortunately, I guess I lost. The outcome is the complete opposite of the hope I believe in. Well, not that it matters for me anymore. I mean, no matter what the outcome is, it doesn't matter if I drop out like me.
Now then.
Let's put this meaningless introduction aside and get down to business. Since I don't know who I'm talking to, I'm going to speak so that both sides will understand. First of all, you might be wondering why I did what I did. Well, I just took action after talking about it for so long. Special prize in the final dead room allowed me to learn a certain truth. It would be troublesome if everyone found out, so I already disposed of that page. Anyway, I was totally surprised, I mean. The Foundation's traitor must have known that truth all along. And so I was able to learn the truth about this world, and I resolved to take action immediately. I shouldn't have made fun of Hajime. Deep down, I always wanted to be a protagonist myself. Now that I know that truth, as I look back on Monokuma's actions, I'm starting to see what he's planning. By giving us information about the island mystery and the Future Foundation, he's raising all your hopes. But only so he can lead you to unimaginable despair. Of course, Monokuma was trying to show that despair to someone. Perhaps that someone is... It's like all of the personalities, all the dead people are currently merging together in this. Jeez, what a hopeless truth. Who is Monokuma's true identity? How could they come up with a plan like that?
Now then.
that's enough reflecting on the past. Let's talk about the future now. If you want to escape Monokuma's plan, there's a specific place you need to go. The Old Hope Speak Academy. And I flipping figured out the password by accident. I'm joking about. For you to enter that place is that message you found at Messenger Castle.
Well,
Normally you need to follow a bunch of steps to enter that place, but since that message gets rid of these steps, you can think of it as an Easter egg or something. It was probably left by someone other than Monokuma or Monomi, perhaps Chiaki. But that has nothing to do with me. I had to hide this until my plan came to an end, but I guess now's a nice time to announce it, right? So then, I'll announce the password. Friggin' Leon! Friggin' Leon! That is the password that was written in Nezumi Castle. You have to use that to enter that specific place. It's the only way you can escape Monokuma. I feel like I'm talking forever, but that's all from me. With this, my duty is finished. I believe my actions will become the foundation of this world's hope. If that really happens, praise me. Tell others what I've accomplished. Erect a bronze statue of me. Respect me.
please call me the ultimate hope.
This was Nagato's final message. That 11037 number that Nagato said was the password. Stay dead!
Hey,
You better hurry, I think. Let's go before the countdown reaches 0. Right, let's go. Are we really not going to do his question this one teensy weensy little bit? Somehow it's just quite nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
It's really safe to go inside. What's going to be in there?
you are a boy, right?
It's so unreliable to be so freaked out like that. You're a man, right? There's also that countdown. There's no time to stand around.
I'm gonna do it!
Damn right, it's the last chance to get inside.
I'm starting to feel nauseous from the frills, the chills, the kills.
Thanks for the food.
If you're going to lay down, why not doing the Tupperware I keep with me?
Dumbass!
Hey, now's not the time to fuck around.
Young master for you, Hiko.
It's going to be alright. You don't have to worry. I will protect my young master. Now then, let's go forward together. Hell,
Shut
don't
up.
treat me like a kid.
This is your leader's order.
Believe that hope lies beyond this point. That is your leader's order.
What?
What was that? I told her that you only understand piggy talk. I said you're so cool in piggy talk.
In the name of my family.
I'm going to kill you.
Hajime!
The password, please. Yeah, I know. $11037, right?
It's gonna be fine.
There's no need for you to worry. The only thing beyond this point is a shiny future. Now then, let's open the door to the future. Beyond this door, the future is waiting. A sparkling future. Now then, let's move forward. Or maybe not. I feel like we might be moving backward.
Is this a trial ground? But why am I at a trial ground?
It sure looks like a trial ground, but the vibe is way different than the one from before.
By the way,
Huh?
where did everyone go?
Oh, you mean all the dead people?
Everyone?
What? Something's wrong. What did I do? No, that's not it. I'm not the weird one. What's really weird is the fact that reality is flipping, crumbling around you every few seconds. This world. I'm gonna laugh like an EMP or something. Okay. Chapter 5, Smile at Hope in the Name of Despair. End. That noise in my ears is really, really awful. Achievement unlocked, abandon all hope. You obtained a present, gamer's backpack. Would you like to say your progress? Yes! Chapter 0. Heading to the school trip. It'd be wrong to say it was swaying from side to side. It was actually shaking rather intensely. The room I was in, it was shaking from side to side. The shaking was quite irregular, but just when you thought it was a series of small shakes, it would suddenly shake violently. And every time that happened, I'd have to steady myself with my foot. I couldn't stand up very well, but for me, it was comforting. I never thought not knowing what to expect could be so fun, so I was feeling rather excited. I figured I'd get bored of that feeling soon enough. That's what I was expecting. For me, a person who is loved by talent. Detecting regularities among irregularities won't be that difficult. How boring. Oh, it's him. Do you like ships? On the other side of the dark room I heard a voice. It was clearly directed at me. Looked like you're having fun, so that's what I assumed. You do like ships, right? Ships? That's right, that's it, so this is a ship. I just realised that now. Is it really that funny? Hey, if you won't care to talk a little. The silence was starting to bore me. Instantly I saw his true character. The overfamiliar attitude, the friendly smile. But under that thin skin, I could detect a foul, offensive odour, just like some kind of putrid slime. In a sensible way, of course. How should I put this? It was a smell exclusive to those who were already finished. Nice to meet you. I'm Nagato Kameda. Anyway, look at me. It's been a while since anyone was willing to talk to me, so to share a room with a person like that. Yep, I'm definitely lucky. Lucky? Ah, so that's your talent then. What a boring talent. Boring talent, huh? Well, that's exactly what it is. But someone I'm meeting for the first time to say that so suddenly. That's because I have luck as well. Huh? Even I possess a talent as boring as luck. Possess her? I'm starting to get really interested. Who are you? You're obviously from Hope's Academy too, right? So you're one of us? Ah, but that's weird. It's the first time I've ever seen you. Hey, can you tell me why you're here? How did you end up here? Oh, boring. Ah, sorry. I'm often told I'm terrible at making conversation. Not you. This world. Huh? This world is full of boring people. People who lack talent stick together and oppress those who do possess talent. Even Even though they know they're insignificant, they don't try to acknowledge their true superiors. Okay, who the hell is talking? They're profoundly desperate to drag them down to their level. And because of these bastards, this world has come to a deadlock. This world has stopped evolving. How boring. Well, the world is shaped by the will of the majority. It makes sense that it bends to those who lack talent. That's why we're in our present situation. And perhaps, has that anything to do with the reason you are here? Boring people make no contributions to the world, not even a speck of dust. That's why my teachers taught me that a certain degree of selection must be performed. Looks like they had high expectations for you, huh? That's completely different from me. What you plan to do now that you've ended up like this, there's nothing you can do, right? Listen well, using people is a talent too. It's now my turn to use that person just as you used me in the past. That person? What are you talking about ultimate despair? But how? I mean, there already. I have it with me. The contribution that person left to me, even now it rests in my pocket. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm definitely lucky. I can't believe I'm speaking with someone as amazing as you. Then, will I be able to see her again? Will I be able to see the person I hate with every fibre of my being again? And this time, will I be able to kill her this time? The person I hate so much? Hate? Explain your hand. This. The end of that bandage is a woman's hand, right? Isn't it amazing? I can't move it, of course. I mean, it's not my hand after all. Why does it remind me of Junko's hand? Even now, it still hasn't rotted. Hey, maybe that means it's becoming one with me. Isn't it amazing? I have successfully become one with ultimate despair. A sworn enemy. I see, so you savage the body, you really are a boring person. Oh, I don't want you to misunderstand. I just see her as my enemies, you know. Because she's my sworn enemy. Because I hate her so much. That's why I took her power. And for that Wait, what? Do I hate her? Oh, strange. Oh, look out the window, we're finally here. Stand still too, right? That's Jabok Island, isn't it? Isn't it exciting? I wonder what's going to happen on that island once we get there. What's going to happen? I can already predict what will happen. I already know because I am loved by talent. What the frick? But no matter what happens, it is of no concern to me. I'll not be able to participate in what lies ahead. Really? I don't really understand, but I guess we have to part ways for a while. That's disappointing. We seem to get along pretty well. Hey, can I see you again? There's no reason we'll ever meet again. After all, you are boring. Your talent, your fortune, your entire existence is boring to me. You really don't play along, do you? Huh? What is this? Well, it's clearly a door. It's a door. There's a door. A door? Yes, a door. Why is a door here? Where am I? How did I get here? Where am I supposed to go? Probably through the door. Huh? Isn't this a classroom? As in the first classroom you ever entered? Even so, it's a very strange classroom. Why am I in a place like this? I went inside the ancient ruin with everyone else. And I arrived at a place that looked like a trial ground, but then why? It's not connecting. I don't know why I'm here. It's like there's no connection between how I left the trial ground and how I ended up here. It's just like before. We were all gathered in that classroom just before we arrived at Jabrook Island. But where is this place? Is it somewhere on Jabrook Island?
Ahem, ahem. Testing, testing. Mic check 1, 2. This is a test of the school broadcast system. Am I on? Can everyone hear me? Okay, well then. Welcome to Hope Speak Academy, you guys. At this point, I shall explain the graduation exam to you all. So please assemble at the gymnasium immediately.
Isn't this the start of the first game? Huh? Did he say what I think he just said? Yeah, he definitely said it. He said, "Welcome to Hope Speak Academy." But why would this place be Hope Speak Academy? Does that mean that the first and second game are ran at the exact same time? And not just that. What is the graduation exam? It's the school killing game. Isn't the killing over already? Well, let's go out the door. Yes. I swear if I wander around and suddenly there's Monokuma coins in everything, then this is coming up. Even the hallway doesn't feel like a school. Oh, what a creepy place. At least it doesn't look like a normal school at all. It's definitely a lie. There's no way this place is Hope Speak Academy. Is this creepy place the Hope Speak Academy that I've admired for so long? It's probably a building that Monokuma made to start with, just like the fun house. That's right, that's definitely it. Monokuma said to come to the gymnasium, right? I'll go and definitely clear things up. First things first, I've had a little look-see around it. Why is there an Egyptian eye on there? Sorry, I'm exploring this. Okay, so this office there. Just around the second floor. That's the trial room. Oh, I missed the stairs because I'm pretty sure they were around here. Oh, that's there. That's the people come in. Wait, why does it feel like the first and the second floor are kind of mixed up here? Or is it just my imagination? Gymnasium is here, right? Alright, I'm going inside. So we might be waiting, but I'm not going to cower anymore. So brace yourself and cautiously open the door. Chapter 6 is the end. Goodbye, Academy, and respect. I wasn't prepared for what was waiting for me on the other side of the door. It was a normal gymnasium.
Damn right.
Yo, Hajime.
Yo,
You heard that announcement and came here too. You guys did it too, right?
What's going on?
Hey, what do you make of all this? Monokuma said this place was Hope Speak Academy or something.
that is...
That cannot be possible.
Well,
You're right.
yeah.
Any way you look at it is impossible. Hello, how does it feel to return to the long-awaited Hope Speak Academy?
Why, you.
Hey, where are we? Where'd you lock us up at this time? What a shock! I just told you guys, this is Hope Speak Academy.
Of course not.
There's no way in hell that's true.
No.
Oh, but it is. I mean, it's definitely Hope Speak Academy. Well, what's left of it anyway? What's left of it?
What?
Didn't tell you before, unfortunately Hope Speak Academy fell to ruin.
Lies.
You were serious about that? Of course it fell to ruin. I mean, they were doing things that they deserved to be ruined for. What do you mean?
I don't like this.
Anyway, I'm pretty disappointed. I went to all this trouble to bring you to Hope Speak Academy, and you don't feel surprised or nostalgic.
Fine.
Oh well, it's not like I did this for you guys. And if you don't feel nostalgic, I'm sure someone is feeling nostalgic right now. Someone.
Don't fuck with me!
Enough of this bullshit, just spit it out already. Where'd you take us, you bastard? I'm not certain of my memories. I believe we entered the ancient ruin hand.
In other words,
It means I made the Sonic Academy between the door to the ruin and the inside of the room. What do you mean between?
hey!
What do you mean made?
What's this?
Your mind's getting the grumblies that only knowledge can satisfy? Sorry, but my tummy's getting the grumblies that only hands can satisfy. Anyway. Good, very good. It's time to hurry along to the graduation exam, but it's my nature to provide a little entertainment. Entertainment? You're planning to make us do something, aren't you?
No way!
Don't want to be so cautious about it. It's not like you'll be making life exchanges or anything like that. It's just a simple graduation exam.
Huh?
What is the graduation exam?
Hey,
Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm real happy that you're finally going to graduate.
are you sure?
On the other hand, I worry about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world.
So,
That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make a decision. If you want to leave Jabberwock Island or stay here? Huh? We're obviously gonna get out. There's no way we'd stay here.
that's right.
It's annoying. Just hurry up and let us choose. Let us choose right now.
No!
Can't do that. The main cast hasn't arrived yet. Main cast?
Hey,
I mean, you guys are just extras until the guest of honor arrives. So enough complaining already. Hurry up and start researching the outside world. What do you mean? I dispersed all the teaching materials you need for your research throughout Hutspeak Academy. Well, I don't think this needs to be said, but all the information is accurate and contains no lies whatsoever, otherwise the main cast is gonna hate me. So please rest assured and strive to do your best during your field trip. As usual, after leaving us with his cryptic words, Monokuma disappeared. Even if the setting has changed, even if the killing was finished, he was still the same as usual. What is going on? Outside world main cast? Somehow, I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey!
Like he kept insisting that this place is Hope's Academy. That's impossible, right?
what are you saying?
How do we make it back to Hope's Academy from a tropical island in the first place? It's impossible.
It cannot be.
There's no place for Hope's Academy to exist on Jabberwock Island. I said I wanted to go back, but I don't want to go back to a creepy place like this. What does this mean? So many things I don't understand have happened on the island. This building is really Hope's Academy? Well, wasn't it flipping obvious from the outside of the ruin? This is the Hope's Academy I've been admiring for so long. What in the world is going on? Damn it, why is this happening? Because Monokuma's involved. We now just found out that Nagato has a creepy despair hand, and he may even be controlling the Monokuma puppet for all we know. Why? I was finally able to attend Hope's Academy. I finally thought I'd become confident myself. Even so, I wanted to become Hope. That's what you're thinking, just stop it. Listen carefully, the only humans worthy of becoming Hope is this amazing talent and a strong will. And the moment you're born into this world, you either have that or you don't. It has nothing to do with effort. You must be chosen by Hope to become Hope. That's why it's not even worth admiring. Or were you so blinded by your admiration for Hope's Academy that you couldn't even see that? You're just some nobody from the reserve course who never had a talent to begin with. A nobody who forgot he was a nobody. That's all. If I really am a nobody, then you should have just left me alone. Why do I have to go through something like this? Hajime, did something happen? Huh?
Hey, bastard!
Now's not the time to zone out. Sorry, it's nothing. I don't really get it, but is that all?
I'm gonna do
As long as I don't beat the crap out of Monokuma, nothing's gonna be solved. Is that what it means? Don't do it, you'll get piped.
Hey!
Just what the hell is Monokuma anyway? He's not part of the Future Foundation, right? If you say that, then what is the Future Foundation?
Jeez.
Even though Chiaki and Monimi are gone, our situation hasn't changed one bit, which means the Future Foundation wasn't our enemy. That's the only thing I can think of.
You serious?
So they're not world ender? Then we really were tricked by Monokuma.
However,
However, the Future Foundation is responsible for trapping us on this island, right? Regarding that matter, I believe Monami never once denied that.
damn it.
Even if they're our allies, they might not just be allies. Maybe Monokuma is telling us to investigate that information on our own. Chiaki said she could not betray the Future Foundation. If she was still alive, she definitely would have helped us. Now, even her just being with us would have been a big help. So what should we do?
Damn it.
Well, that's obvious. If we're going to get out of here safely, we have to do that graduation exam right.
So annoying.
Graduation exam, huh? I'm not really good at taking exams. Well, I guess it's better than people dying.
Jeez.
Monokuma said something about a field trip, right? Is he telling us to investigate like we have been?
Alright!
Alright, I'm gonna do it.
Prepare yourself.
Like,
Yeah, we might be able to learn about something about Hotspring Academy about ourselves. I don't care if we don't know anymore. If we can just go back to our normal lives, I'm fine. Hey, we can go back when we can go home when this is over, right? We can finally get off this damn island, right? If that's the case, let's all leave this island alive by any means.
Of course!
Hell yes! He's right. Now's not the time to bemoan how unlucky I am. Well, this place really is. What's happened to Hotspring Academy? None of that matters. What's important is I need to leave this island with the others. We sacrificed so many lives in order to survive just so we could do that. There's no way we can stop now. But Monokuma should already know that that's what we're thinking. So why did he say that? We have to decide on our own whether or not we want to leave Jabok Island. We should already know that we'd never choose to stay on this island.
Hey, hey!
So what are we going to do? Can we start already? What are we even looking for? Do we just have to investigate this weird ass building?
even so.
Even so, I don't think we'll find the answers to all the questions inside this damn building. Well, I'll just go on ahead for now.
Whoa!
Hey, you already going?
Jeez.
What's that idiot thinking running ahead without being cautious?
Man.
He obviously isn't thinking about anything.
However,
It will be fine, though. There will no longer be any situation where we exchange each other's lives.
alright!
So we should do our best as well. Like they say, it is not scary if everyone stops at a green light. If we stopped at the green light, we never reach our goal.
Jeez.
Akane already took off on her own. It might be faster if we split up and look around too. Like Sonia said, if there's no more killing, we don't have to worry about anyone betraying us anymore. Let's get this over with and go home.
Later.
I'll go on ahead. See you guys later. Those brief words, Vyuhiko left the gymnasium.
Excuse me.
I shall do my best to obtain a wonderful clue that will be useful to everyone. Now then, please excuse me. Sonia took a deep bow and left the gymnasium.
Oh my.
It's Sonia.
Miss Sonia!
Please don't leave me. I'll be in danger if I'm left alone. Kazuichi chased after Sonia, who had just departed and left the gymnasium. I should hurry up and start too. Just a bit more. Just a bit more and it's going to end. I can escape this nightmare and return to my usual, peaceful, everyday life. The only thing I can do to advance is the only thing we can do is advance towards that hope. Sorry, I cannot read. Even though I don't understand, and that a lot of horrifying things keep happening. For the sake of everyone who couldn't make it this far, I'm definitely going to go home. Okay, first things first. I don't really think there's anything in the gymnasium, and there isn't. Okay, we are suddenly on the 5th floor. Huh? This is the whole way I walked through to get to the gymnasium, but I knew those floors were mixed up. It's clearly different. This is what Akuma's doing too. Try to confuse us again. I don't know how he's doing it, but he keeps doing it over and over again. He's so persistent. I'm not going to fall for his trap. There's no way they will make me back down. Okay, so we should have the morgue, hopefully. The chemistry lab. Okay, maybe we don't. Nope. Okay, we don't. I've not actually played the first game myself. I watched Minx's playthrough of it, which is the only reason I know anything about where I am. dojo? It's full of strange things that make me think there's no way we're inside a school. That's a mistake to expect the inside of this building to make sense. What is this? Is this a manga? The title is Manga for Morons, A History of Hope Speak Academy by Monokuma. Why is a manga with such a suspicious looking title laying out in the open like this? Let's start with history first, class.
Hey!
Reading manga is the third best way to learn about history. So what's the first you ask? That depends on the person. Yeah, kind of true. Depends on what kind of learner you are. So just a thought, Monokuma made this. That totally explains how suspicious it looks. I really want to just ignore it, but there's no way I can do that. Fine, I'll look at it. Look at anything that might be a clue to getting out of here, no matter what it is. I picked up the manga off the floor and started flipping through the pages. It's an introduction to Hope Speak Academy's history, as narrated by the cutesy character on the cover. The story begins with an introduction to Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy is a government-funded school of privilege, where only the most talented high school students can hope to attend. Built to raise hope in the nation's future, many of its alumni are key leaders of various industries. New students are chosen through a scouting process, but the ones who scout them are Hope Speak Academy's teachers, who serve as both educators and researchers of talent. Hope Speak Academy isn't just a school for talent, it's also a school for research and talent as well. However, for the past few years, Hope Speak Academy has been suffering from a decline in funding. If this persists, the Academy believes they will not be able to progress with their research of talent. So they decided to implement a new system, the Reserve Department. Unlike the Debate Department, who scouts for students, the Reserve Department utilises a general entrance exam. Normal faculty was hired and placed in charge of looking after the Reserve Department. The expenses and exam fees for the Reserve Department are quite high compared to most high schools. Nevertheless, Hope Speak Academy received an endless stream of applicants. Hope Speak Academy was now available to talentless commoners, people who only cared about the brand. With this, Hope Speak Academy managed to amass sizable funds and began further research of talent. To create Hope Speak Academy Earnest Wish, a true genius who had become mankind's hope. But just when they thought everything was going well, an unprecedented incident occurred. The incident that triggered the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. That's right, it was the tragedy at Hope Speak Academy. Hope Speak Academy was crippled by the incident and was forced to shut down without accomplishing anything. The end. The ending was so stunning, like a manga that's suddenly cancelled in the middle of its run. Plus these phrases mentioned at the end of this manga. The tragedy of Hope Speak Academy. The names are so melodramatic, there's no way these incidents really happened, right? Well, they kind of did. The manga only mentions the name, so I don't really know the details, but it would just be a waste of time to wonder about things that don't make sense. More importantly, I learned something because of this manga. The Reserve Department. That department's only built to collect money. I was one of those Reserve Corps students, right?
But hold on!
That's weird. Oh, you're here again.
Shing!
And the thing that's weird is you, of course. Huh?
Hey! Hey!
Why did you forget that you were part of the Reserve Department? The Future Foundation only took away your school life memories, right? But you should have known even before you entered that you had no talent, right? So I think it's weird that you actually forgot something like that too. What do you want me to say?
By the way...
Based on my assumption, the Future Foundation must have wanted to hide the fact that you were one of those Reserve Corps students.
I got it!
Or you only sealed these memories inside yourself. Huh? You want to be confident in yourself, so you wanted to forget everything that embarrassed you. Yeah, when humans experience trauma, sometimes they erase their memory of what happened. It happens pretty often. Not that I know anything about that, though. If saying it's my fault I forgot, that's not it.
Come on!
Things get inconvenient, you always get angry and try to brush it off. Well, that's expected of a Reserve Corps student. Damn it, what the heck? Reserve Department has been added to the True Color section. Okay, so as usual, Monokuma is just being an ass. But my current theory is that they managed to do is bottle up talent, injected you with it, and you happen to be the ultimate talented doodad. So let's do is find out if that's right. After I've looked at everything. A bunch of wooden lockets here. Each has a traditional looking wood block key sticking out of them. Yes, they're just for show. In particular, it looks like a clue. Well, I'm pretty sure that it must be a matter of that each area has its own obvious little thing on the ground or something. Get off the screen! Hi, Soda. Bye, Soda. Why does it feel like the setup has really changed this way? Okay, can I go? No, I cannot. Well, time to do is talk to our favourite beverage.
What's going on?
It's always kind of creepy. I can't go to places that I should be able to go to. It's like some rule is being enforced for no reason. It's like this invisible wall or something. Would you look at that? Something is obvious and it's on a desk. And giraffe classroom. This is another manga. It's lying on top of the desk. And this one is Manga for Morons, The Tragedy of Hotespeak Academy. Wasn't the tragedy of Hotespeak Academy mentioned in that other manga too? That's why Hotespeak Academy went bankrupt and is the trigger for the biggest, most tragic, most awful event in human history. If I read this manga, will I be able to learn a little more about that incident? I took the manga from the desk and started flipping through the pages to see what I could learn about the event known as the Tragedy of Hotespeak Academy. The story made heavy use of outdated, stylized drawings depicting characters solving mysteries. What's written here is, as the name suggests, the tragedy of Hotespeak Academy occurred at Hotespeak Academy. The key player in that event was a student named Izura Kamakura. Izura was a genius known as the symbol of hope. Hotespeak Academy used all their resources to develop him. Supposedly Izura was a genius among geniuses and possessed various talents. Beyond superior talent for the hope of mankind, the Academy referred to Izura as the ultimate hope. To protect such rare talent, the Academy completely concealed all evidence of Izura's origins and identity. Because of that, most of the students at the Academy were completely unaware of Izura's existence. Izura, who is known as the symbol of hope, was responsible for a horrible incident. 13 students at Hotespeak Academy, the student council, among the Academy's best and brightest, were brutally murdered by Izura. However, the incident did not end there. The Academy tried to protect Izura's superior talent and conceal the incident as though it never happened. However, a certain student began working in secret to use that incident to their advantage. That student uncovered what the Academy did, and by making that knowledge public, stoked the fires of reserve corps students who had long been dissatisfied with how they had been treated. And the uprising began, and that heralded Hotespeak Academy's destruction. This is the entirety of the tragedy of Hotespeak Academy. Eventually that incident would lead to that horrifying, devastating incident. The incident that would be known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Works cited, Danganronpa 0. The heavy sigh closed the manga. Am I supposed to believe this? There's no way 13 people were killed at Hotespeak Academy. What irony! For a genius known as the ultimate hope to cause such a gruesome incident. A talent like that is too regal for society. It's like trying to buy juice with a bar of gold. You should be lucky that you're incompetent. Damn it, he always has to lead up to something offensive. It seriously pisses me off. The ultimate hope. Nagato mentioned that before too, but it looks like it means something completely different here. What Nagato said was the true meaning of hope. For Izura, hope simply means talent. More importantly, a genius who possesses various talents. I wish they'd given me one of those talents so I didn't have to be in the reserve department. As That's right, the reserve department. Here it said the reserve corps students in the reserve department began uprising. Then, what about me? Was I a participant too? No, that's not possible. There's no way I have no reason to do something like that. Tragedy at Hotesby Academy has been added to the True Blood section of your handbook. So basically, the Ultimate Hope had a very similar idea as to the kind of hope that Nagato wanted. That hope can only be achieved by killing off people. Anyway, I've learned about the tragedy at Hotesby Academy, but biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history is a far worse incident, right? What kind of incident was it? And who's this other student that isn't Izuru? A certain student who secretly used this incident to their advantage. Who is that? This incident is really messed up, but all it's doing is raising more questions. The mysteries just keep piling up. Well, we're still on the 5th floor, so there must be something we missed. We can now go into the lab. With its little morgue. What the hell is with this room? It's freaking cold in here. Probably because it's a morgue. It's like we're in a freezer or something. It just stands still. I might end up freezing. Hurry up and investigate so I can get out of here already. Can I look in the fridge? I've seen this in movies before. It's a refrigerator for preserving dead bodies. At least that's what it looks like, but that's not possible, right? Keeping dead bodies in a high school biolab is something you should joke about. It just feels so forced. This idea should have been cancelled during development or something. What am I thinking? Oh look.
It's everything I remember.
There's no manga just laying around here. The title this time is Manga for Morons, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. I knew it. The next one would obviously be about this incident. Biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, huh? So what was the incident really all about? It might turn out to be something lame. Flip through the pages of the manga and hope that I was right. Story about creepily drawn characters who get involved in such horrifying incidents. An incident known as the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Is this drawn so grotesquely because the incident itself is that grotesque? Anyway, the beginning of this creepy manga starts with this sentence. The tragedy at Hotesby Academy was simply the trigger. First, the uprising by the Reserve Corps students that triggered the tragedy of Hotesby Academy. It was initially hoped to be resolved quickly, but the situation continued to escalate to dangerous extremes. The movement started spreading all over the internet and fostered a thriving online community. The community was not limited to students, and people of various races and nations began joining in. But the movement was not confined to the internet and began spreading and eroding the real world. When the movement started, it was indistinguishable from any other demonstration inspired by social unrest. As it spread across the world, certain abnormalities soon came to light. But then it was too late. The end and the means had vanished, and wanton destruction became the only goal. The strong butchered the weak killed the weakest among them, and soon the weak formed factions to brutally murder the strong. As the violence and death continued to spread, the shock of their actions began to disappear, as if the era was progressing to more uncivilized times, and senseless deaths were the norm. The media was oversaturated with deaths to the point where people would watch them while enjoying a meal. By the time the world realised what it had become, it was too late to stop what had happened. A feeling of immense despair began spreading and eventually engulfed the world. Acts of terrorism and coup d'etat began occurring around the world, a war waged in the name of despair. A war fought not for principles, religion or personal gain, just war. Pure war. Because of that, there was no way to resolve it. How could a movement started by high school students progress to such a hopeless scenario? The only explanation is the existence of a certain organisation. devoted to a certain student who influenced Hotespeak Academy. A group called Ultimate Despair. Instead of using Hotespeak Academy's talents for the sake of mankind's hope, they use them for the sake of mankind's despair. Key members of society use their influence to brainwash the masses in order to spread despair. Tech-savvy computer programmers wrote software to spread despair. The powerful, influential created new values and morals to spread despair. And with this, they created the tragedy, the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. As long as ultimate despair exists, despair engulfing the world will never end. The tragedy will never end. My heart was racing in my chest, but my body felt ice cold. And it wasn't because I was in this freezing room. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. This is definitely all made up. I mean, if this is really true, then what's happening in the outside world? My family, my friends, the convenience store I frequent, the nearby bookstore, my favourite restaurant. What's happened to them?
No way!
Hey, are you seriously yelling at a manga? How crazy are you? I really enjoy reading something like this.
What?
Oh my, you don't like manga? A high school student who doesn't like manga is like an office lady who doesn't like to eat candy. Enough, what is this messed up manga? I thought you'd obviously know about such a horrible event that destroyed the world, but for you not to remember that, such despair. That's the Future Foundation's fault though, thanks to them stealing school members. The incident that happened during that period has been completely removed from your brains. This incident really happened and I actually forgot about it? There's no way that's possible.
What are you saying?
How many times do I have to tell you? All the clues here are real.
Hello.
Please understand, I'm rooting for you. If you don't learn about the full extent of the outside world, you guys will suffer for it. I just want to help you guys so you can live well-adjusted lives in the outside world. I see, so that's how it is. That's what he meant by what he said at the beginning. Well, as the headmaster, I'm conflicted, you know. On one hand, I'm really happy that you're finally going to graduate. But on the other hand, I'm worried about whether you guys will be okay in the outside world. That's why I'm thinking about telling you what the outside world is like before you make your decision. Do you want to leave Jamrock Island? Stay here? I'm trying to make the school despair towards the outside world, but want to stay on this island. There's no way I'm going to do what he wants. Despair like that simply can't exist. The outside world should be filled with hope. Just like now. That's definitely it. Tragedy has been added to the triplet section. Whether or not this incident really happened, what in the world is the Ultimate Despair group? If they're devoted to a certain student who guided Hotespeak Academy to its destruction, are they connected to both the tragedy and the tragedy of Hotespeak Academy? Plus, their organisation isn't just one person but a group of people. If they're known as Ultimate Despair, they're high school students, right? Well, if they're actually able to do it, then I guess that's why they were called Ultimates. Then, are the killings we're involved in connected to them as well? It's no use, I'm gonna freeze to death. I'm at my limit, I need to get out of here. Shivering, I ran out of the freezing room. I was close, I nearly froze to death. Where should I go next? Well, what door is now open? It's not that one. We have done Dojo. Seems to be Classroom 5B now. Now, sure, ignore it. I'm just going to pretend I didn't see him. Ah, hi, Fuyuhiko.
Jeez.
When I went inside this room, that bastard bear was suddenly here. He keeps glancing at me. I wonder why. It's going to be shitty either way.
Damn
I'll
right.
let you handle it. There's no way I'm going to deal with that idiot. I don't want to do that either. Why do you think I went and talked to you? Right, time to address the bear in the room.
Hiya!
Why, hello, Hajime. I hope you're doing pleasingly well. Are you pleasingly well? You're pleasingly well, right? What are you doing here?
No,
Oh,
no!
there's another thing I need to tell you on the on this floor. I got bored of drawing manga. Can you forgive me for telling you by word of mouth? You should have done that from the beginning. I didn't want to read your manga in the first place. High school student who doesn't like manga is like a sumo wrestler who doesn't like eating hot pots. Getting really fed up with your babbling. Hurry up. What did you need to tell me? It's about that key piece of information you've been waiting so long for.
What?
Surprise! It's about the ultimate despair. Huh? Even though the ultimate despair refers to a group these days, it was
Actually,
originally the title for a high school girl who was the most powerful, evil, and feared person alive. A high school girl?
yes, indeed.
Lady Junko Enoshima. Junko Enoshima.
Hey,
As the former ultimate despair, she created despair brimming with charm and humour. Created the ultimate despairs. There was one really horrible person in that group.
Don't fuck with me!
Hold on a sec. I don't know what the ultimate despairs are, but it's not that easy to form an organisation. There's no way people would join some fucked up organisation created by a high school girl. You underestimate the Japanese and their obsession with high school girls.
unbelievable.
Humans are obsessed with their philosophy, having an uncanny power to attract others. The trait shared by many famous leaders throughout history, right? There's nothing strange about it.
Hey,
That holds true for Lady Junko. Her charismatic ability to attract people, she even influenced those in the highest echelons of power.
phew.
Her connections were the main reason that incident became the tragedy in the first place. But she even recruited people who would have been in a position to neutralise the threat.
Huh?
And what was the purpose?
Huh?
What? Like I said, why did they cause that incident? It doesn't even make sense. They had a purpose, right? There's no way they'd do what they did without any purpose.
Hey,
It was Junko Enoshima's despair. Huh? Junko Enoshima, despair isn't about purpose, a set of principles, a way of life, or an instinct. Despair is what defines Junko Enoshima as Junko Enoshima. What are you saying? Mr. Plushy, Hajime is a human. It's exactly like that. Junko Enoshima is full of so much despair that she's truly hopeless. Living, dying, eating, loving, for her, everything is despair. What the hell? With an overwhelming force of personality, Junko recruited the ultimate despairs one by one. Who control their despair by taking advantage of their love, hate, grudges, anything really. Junko's despair is far more dreadful than any other. The idea has been slammed right into their heads. And so the ultimate despairs who had been recruited became nothing more than Junko's limbs. All despair, whether it was their own or anyone else's, was dedicated to Junko Enoshima. Like believers making offerings to their god. Like a mother providing food to her children. They dedicated all despair so they could escape from despair. All in Junko Enoshima's name. For example, they killed their families and friends and even destroyed their bodies through relentless mutilation. And to hopelessly top it off, they completely believed it was something they had to do. There's no way something that crazy is possible.
What?
You know about the final days of the reserve corps students during the tragedy of Hope's Peak Academy? Final days?
In other words,
Junko has the power to change people's values. That is also true of famous people throughout history. Hey, what do you mean final days? What happened to the reserve department?
of course.
They fulfilled their role as disposable limbs. They believed in what they needed to do. And so the 2,357 students of the reserve department all committed mass suicide. But you've already said that I was in the reserve department. How could they all have committed mass suicide?
What'd you say?
All 2,357 students? Oops, it wasn't all of them. One person was excluded. One person was excluded, huh? Is that me?
Damn it!
I don't believe it. There's no way I can believe this. Ultimate despair, Junko Enoshima? It doesn't scare me at all, I mean.
Bastard!
Junko Enoshima is already dead. Huh? Ultimate despair has been added to the trooper section of the handbook. Reserve department has been updated. And I should do is find out how you know that. Hey, Fuyuhiko, is it true what you said? Junko Enoshima is already dead. Why am I rhyming?
Huh?
What, you didn't see? There's a book called Manga for Morons Killing School Life in that bloody classroom. Bloody classroom, no wait. What was that you said about the killing school life? The killings we were involved in, they were killings that happened at Hope's Peak Academy. As you recall, the mastermind took her own life because the remaining students worked together to defeat her.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Killing School Life ended up failing in the end. As a result, the 6 students who survived managed to escape from the academy.
Hey,
For a manga about the Killing School Life, it was drawn with a lot of silly images and dumb gags. According to that, the mastermind behind that failed Killing School Life was Junko Nishima. The mastermind took her own life, which means Junko Nishima is dead.
like...
Turns out the Killing School Life was part of that whole biggest most awful whatever incident. Junko took away the memories of former students of Hope's Peak Academy and forced them to kill each other. Former students of Hope's Peak Academy, she took away their memories. That's just like us. Apparently the whole thing was being filmed by surveillance cameras and broadcast worldwide. There's a limit to being a cruel asshole. Surveillance cameras were broadcasting the whole thing.
So,
The students of Hope's Peak Academy are widely known as symbols of hope. By forcing people to watch these symbols of hope kill each other for the sake of survival. They're trying to fill everyone who watched the broadcast with despair all at once. That's messed up. When that messed up plan was stopped, Junko Nishima failed. Junko lost to the students she placed in a trap after being overcome by the despair she created. She took her own life. Then Junko is no more? No matter how horrible she was, there's no reason to fear someone who's dead. Whether Monokuma's story is true or not doesn't matter.
bastard!
Junko Nishima isn't alive anymore. Then, who is our enemy? Junko Nishima is already dead, and the rest of the ultimate despair is behind this. Are the followers of Junko carrying out her will? It's the only thing I can think of. I mean, the killings we're involved in resembled that Killing School Life. Well, I don't know who the hell is imitating Junko and making us go through this, but an imitation is just that, an imitation.
No shit!
If the students from Hope's Peak Academy stop the real deal, there's no way we'll lose to some fake. But if this really is an imitation, are the surveillance cameras the same too? Cameras all over Jabok Island? Are they broadcasting somewhere just like the surveillance cameras during the Killing School Life? Killing School Life has been added to Triplet section. Ultimate Despair has been updated. Man, Hajime, you totally know about the story, huh? What, do you have a problem with that? Well, I really want you to read the manga version since I took the time to draw it.
What are you
Oh well, I'll
gonna
just
do?
raise the flag. Flag? What do you mean raise the flag? What's going to happen if you do that? One step at a time, you're getting closer to clearing my character route. Dude, you're not in a dating sim. Stop it. You're not making sense again.
Well then.
Now then, I'll give you guys my all. I'll tell you everything I know, including information on the outside and the inside. I'll raise them flags like crazy. Another one out of here. And now we're on the 4th floor. Huh? Change to a different hallway again. So sudden, what's going on to make something like this happen? I've already decided that I'm not going to be surprised. Right, there's no time for me to be surprised by something like this. Hey! Akane! Akane switched her nose like a beast and examined the surroundings. Hey, what happened?
Based on my gut feeling.
You know, it's just my gut, but I feel like someone's getting closer. Yeah, what do you mean, who?
So,
I don't know, it's just my gut after all.
It's just my gut.
Still, the gut is pretty impressive. For some reason, it's strangely intuitive. Monokuma did say something about the main cast coming. It's surprising, but the gut must be correct again this time. And I think I'm going to end this episode here now that we've entered the 4th floor. I am Drinking Turret. I hope you enjoy this, and I hope you'll find out what the frick is going on with me. Bye!